Hey, so it's me again. I haven't done a video in a long time, so I guess I'm kind of going to do, I don't know, I guess another makeup video. I've actually been liking, or I've been watching a lot of the makeup videos, so I was like, I might as well just do another one. I look like complete shit. I have like no makeup on, so yeah, I look tired, but whatever. Mind my fucking, my language, sorry. Mind my forehead. But yeah. So I guess my first step basically would be um this primer, which is called Baby Skin. I guess it's kind of known as an instant pore eraser, but our Maybelline makes it, but this is what I use basically just to make sure that the makeup kind of stays on my face and that my pores will kind of eventually disappear. So yeah, basically, yeah, sorry. I always take my nose stud out. I can't do my makeup with my nose stud in because I always end up going like this and it hurts a lot. So yeah, my stomach's making weird noises if you can't hear. So yeah, basically, the first step that I usually do is I put it in my hand. I might be a bit slow, my hand's acting up again. And then you're just gonna take it and you're just gonna rub it all over your face. Or like most people say, you're gonna kind of make it kind of go in so it kind of moisturizes the face. You gotta make sure you get it all over the face. Like, you don't want to miss a spot, because then it's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't think it would really make a big difference if you were to miss a spot, but generally I would make sure that I don't miss a spot, because I don't know, just don't miss a spot. I don't know. You probably can, but for me, I wouldn't. And if you have any extras on your hand, I usually put too much on. You can put a little bit more on your face. It doesn't matter. I don't think it probably does matter how much you put on, but to be on the safe side, I usually put a little bit extra on just to make sure everything's covered. Underneath your neck and make sure everything. Okay. So yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, I kind of broke this. I kind of shut it to the point where it wouldn't open, so the lid kind of broke on it, so I'm holding it out. The next thing I'll be using is called, it's Wet n Wild. It's basically Coverall. It's a correcting palette, so like the yellow one, yeah, hang on, it's a good question to what it is. Okay, so the yellow one, okay, so the purple and yellow are basically like the opposites on the color wheel. So the yellow would be basically, so for the yellow, you basically use it to cover like if you have like any bruises in your face or like your like underneath the eye. And if you have any like yellows, like yellow spots like from bruises too. So like the purplish bruises, you use the purple. The yellow one you use for like yellow bruises. The green would be for the zits, and then the white would be to like highlight it. So yeah, I usually just use the yellow and green. I think it is. Yeah. So I usually use the yellow for underneath my eyes. Sorry, I don't know if I have my mirror around me. Hang on. But yeah, just in case. So yeah, I use this, or yeah, the yellow, and I just kind of do it underneath my eye. It doesn't matter if you don't get it perfect. I can sometimes get it perfect, and sometimes I don't. And I'm just gonna put put some over here, and just kind of blend it in. And then, like I said, for the zits, you're gonna want to use the green one. So I find it that if you use more of this on like one, you won't see it as much as if you barely use any. So the more you use of this stuff, the better of a chance you won't see any of the red dots on your face. So yeah, this helps for like zits, pimples, like the blemishes, like even if you have like a red mark on your face, put on the red mark and you're good to go. So yeah, that's done. Sorry. Next, I use concealer. So this is my concealer, which is kind of cool. It's the it's 20 light. I have really light skin, so I try not to go for dark. And then next, you're basically just going to take it. I usually just go like this and just dab it by my eye. Just dab a little bit underneath the eye. And if you get too much of it, like I know some people will use concealer for like right here, right here, right here, right here. So use if I get too much, I put some on my nose and I just leave it like that. And then you're just gonna want to turn like on my eyelash. You're just gonna want to rub that in underneath. Make sure it's rubbed in really good. Like I mean, you don't have to. Like you can always just blend it in with your cover up, but I like to make sure it's rubbed in or blended in really good before I do my cover up. Or my foundation, whatever you want to call it. I usually call it cover up. I usually call it foundation. It depends on the mood I'm in. So yeah, just want to make sure that's done. And then I gotta get more eggies. I call them eggs, but I have two. Yeah. Then you're gonna want to get these. I got this. Like I need to get more. I've had this for a while now. Apparently you can wash them. I've tried. I've got this from the dollar store. So yeah. Oh, if anybody knows how to use one of these, it's a contour and sculpt kit. I looked it up on YouTube, and I don't know. But yeah, I've done that. I don't really know exactly how to like still put it on, but if anybody knows how to use one of these, you should totally either like message me on here if you can, like on YouTube. But I'll also be posting my Instagram down below, so and my Snapchat. So if you can, just like Snapchat me or like direct message me on Instagram to let me know, because I got this for Christmas. I've tried using it once and I completely failed it. I want to be able to use it again and actually get to this. But yeah, I know there's steps behind it, but yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, so next would be my foundation, which is this stuff. I absolutely love this. I'm 100 Ivory, or sometimes if I'm too lazy to look, I'll grab like 110 Ivory, but I'm usually really good with like grabbing the right one. And I usually just I usually do a little bit at a time, but because I want to get this done and I can't really fast forward much, I'll probably just do this quickly and just dab it on. And my hair is falling out of my elastic and bobby pins, and I'm just gonna want to go and quickly just dab it all over. And of course, for that green spot on your face, if you do have that thing I'm using, like the correcting palette, you're gonna want to make sure you get that area really well, or you'll see green. Like you can see it now because I didn't go down there yet. I'm just starting around when I put the dots too. But as you can tell, it's not really there. The harder you dab, like if you go really fast in that area, you're gonna lose like everything. So like the green will disappear and you'll see the zit. The lighter you dab in the area and the more you put on for cover up, but like the less you dab. Yeah, so like the less you dab, you'll get it. And the more you dab, you'll get it. Okay, no. Okay, the more you dab, you'll get it, but the harder you dab, you will end up losing what you basically worked on. So like if you were to go really hard, it'd be gone. So as you can see, hang on, sorry, it's basically gone. Like it's nowhere to be found besides my ones on my forehead because I'm not up there yet. And then you're just gonna take everything and you're gonna go up to your forehead. And you're just gonna dab it on. As apparently most people say, or parents, you're gonna dab, dab, dab. I'm sorry, I've watched so many YouTube videos where they do that, and I find it hilarious. And you're just gonna make sure it's well blended in there. If I'm in a rush, I usually like just quickly do this. Like right now, I'm quickly doing it, and then you're just gonna make sure you get everywhere. You don't want to accidentally miss a spot. Okay, that's that step. Next is I use Icing Instinct for my bronzer. This is my bronzer. It has a bunch of different colors in it. I've never really understood bronzer until I looked it up on YouTube. This is my bronzer. I absolutely fell in love with this. I actually was doing my makeup one day for my boyfriend. And he was like, what's the point of bronzer? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's for your cheekbones or to like make your jaw lines pop out. And I did it one day, and the next day I decided to look up on YouTube just to make sure. And I was like, wow, I've never used bronzer. I've heard about it, but I've never used it, and I was actually right. And then when you do that, you're just going to want to blend it in. I usually when I do my bronzer, I try not to blend it in too much. I usually like to have it showing. So I usually like to have it showing, so I don't blend it in, but I know most people will blend it in really well. And also when I do this, I have a habit of taking my bronzer and doing along my forehead, kind of around my face, my nose, and just, like, I like getting my face that kind of like an extra color to it. It's not like a really dark color, but I like just going lightly around it and just kind of giving it that extra color because it makes it pop out. And something's in my hair. Okay, whatever. I'll cut that out. But yeah, it's not bad. Like, I like it. But yeah, that's usually what I do for that. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to find my good stuff. Oh, okay. If anybody's ever heard of this, it's Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. This is what it looks like. It's New York, or NYC. If anybody's heard of this stuff, you should like totally let me know. Yeah, I got it. But yeah, you should let me know because I've got it and I don't know if like I don't really see a point of it. But yeah, I got that. Okay. Sorry, I'm missing like all my good stuff right now, so I'm just trying to get it out. Okay, so I guess the next step, I usually don't do this, but I recently just bought this. It's also New York. It's a really big eyeliner pencil. Like, it's enormous. Like, this is how big it is. Like, that's an eyeliner pencil, and it's huge. But I'm going to attempt, I guess, to do, wings, or try to. Like I said, I usually can't do this, but I'm going to try and do it best. So yeah, that's basically, yeah, I know it don't look good right now, but it's gonna get there. Okay, yeah, I've always tried doing, the eyebrow part, like, the top of the eye, like, eyelash, or eyelid part with an eye pencil, but I can never do it right, so I'm going to try to do it now. You probably won't be able to see my face, I'm in my PJs too, okay, but I'm gonna try and do this. I may not be able to do it, I may be able to. if this was to stay, I'd be able to do it, but apparently it doesn't want to stay. So yeah, okay. Like I said, I'm not perfect at this, so it's not gonna work out. So in that case, I'm not even gonna bother with it. Like, I usually don't give up, but for right now, I'm just like, well, this is a really long video, so I'm gonna try and hurry this up. Okay. Now, my next one is basically trying to find an eyeshadow. I have so many eyeshadows, it's unbelievable. Like, I'll actually go through my eyeshadows at the end of the video and show you guys what I have. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll make another video after this showing all my makeup, because I have like a ton of makeup, and I'll go from there. So I usually like to go for a dark or a light eyeshadow. So this is Hard Candy. It's a duo. So I usually like to go for this one right here, the silver one, or kind of like a goldish one. I love that color. So yeah, that's the color I'm gonna go for. Grab my e.l.f. thing, or eyeshadow brush. I absolutely love these. And just kind of get a bunch. I like to go darkish, lightish. It usually depends on my mood, on what I really want to do. Like, if I'm in a hurry, I'll quickly do my makeup and I'll be like, okay, well, this is fine. But, like I said, because I'm kind of in a hurry, again, just quickly do my makeup. Yeah. And then that'd be my eyeshadow. I'll show you guys everything else after I'm done. I have a ton. I'll do like a little, I guess, like a kind of like a makeup haul. I've never done it before, but that's what I'll do. Eventually, I want to do like a clothing haul when I go shopping, which will be coming up pretty soon, hopefully. I want to go and get a whole new wardrobe. Okay. Okay. And then I guess kind of my next step would be like my eyeliner and my mascara. I usually can do this with one hand. I don't know if I can with this pencil. I can, but not as great. Okay, I gotta do this properly today. Sorry. My fucking, whoops, my foot. Okay. I know most people too will do this in like in front of a big mirror, but I like to use the small one, because you can take it wherever you go, and it might get in the way, but it might not. Okay, so yeah, there's my eyeliner. I don't really like the wings. Okay, the wings are kind of, I don't know, kind of iffy right now, but whatever. This, I bought this stuff. It's by Revlon. It's Ultimate All-in-One. I absolutely love it. Like, just that is perfect. Like, it's tiny, and it's just, like, I noticed that my eyelashes don't curl, but with this stuff, they do. And yeah, I noticed that a lot of girls would be like, well, I noticed that a lot of girls in the videos, they basically keep applying and applying and applying, like they do it over and over again. I try not to put too much on because I absolutely hate the feeling of having eyelashes that are really heavy. So I try to do it to where I can see out of my eye. and not have to worry about having so much mascara on my eyelash. But yeah, some days I'll be like, okay, well, I want a lot on my eyes, so I'll go like full out, but for right now, it's pretty simple. And then like what I'll do is I use this one sometimes, but because I forgot I have this stuff, I have a lower lash one, so I usually just use this quickly, and I just do my lower lashes. Just quickly do my lower lashes. Yeah. And then that would be, I guess, my makeup look. And then I finish off with this spray, but right now I can't really do it, so yeah. Okay, so that would be it for this video. Yes, I'll put down my Snapchat and Instagram down below. You guys can message me about that mascara I have and the other palette, and then I'll be doing another video right away here with all my makeup in it. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye!